Memo watching na memo akwa ba mfa umra na watch adwumadi so e wa Adom TV. If ya try ho e wa sempa 94.7 FM na watch we nsem akese pa na sisi wom na nei yesi nkonya ye ba behwe miensa na yetumi Adom suko ya dwendwen ho ne ya hwe kwan a ye fa so man Ghana betumi akọ na nim ye na ye nimsa na watch we ye na watch a toso mienu a nurses for years omodomu djuma begu from fi say omo improved conditions of service be omo ne aban etwa mo no jetu mo no aban we aye say on to me implement na this year ba be next year omo kan say da bi da omo nje ntu nti omo de omo nyoma egu from echo strike na dano in na parliament afre omo ne omo kasa say mo hwe se ni ansam no na yenim se media budget ba be ba mo de mon twe mo strike and sign na ye nhwe ne aban betumi aye enu nti eno a eno mo announce say okay so dey ya twe strike no asensan then ye bisa say strike no matwe asensan no eno nko no etumi resolve nurses for issues na ye bedi ho enkomo ha na wotwe wo nso ye koda sorry ye no na president John Dramani Mahama actual krata bi dia koma yenua pani Manasseh Azure Awene ono investigative journalist say krata bi on the brain say enam nsensem bi ekoso efa Zoomline contractor omni Youth Employment Authority ewono a enko yi nti on twinsan president krata na kire say president say sa contract na ewu no omo ensign renew no on the same bebre so to just say even sweeper force kanokra no ye ba betum or say cabinet agiatum say nei sanitation contract omdo be ma omuma at the regional and district level ye Manasseh ye ne din komo kansen bebre ye nei ye ne betena form ne adwendwen sem we hu yi say what is next for communal cleaning ye be di hu komo here on the show na ye na so enim say national service in sense bi shase ebobo ba ya na na form na enra attorney general den sembi to dwa or say allegedly sa scandal no omo ye involved no area Ghana sika more than 500 million Ghana cedis or say are charging go for 12 billion de omo kwa kwasi court no mo atoto omo ano na ya hwe say wo a ohu bedan no na ye do akotwra ban kokum na ye bisa say wo hwe ne ekoya eno no then o see etum ye na ma oman Ghana mfa so see nya fi sa asem we no yetum nya enti e ba be hwe ne ya sa critical analysis of oral prosecution ba be koso o my way mu no na omo eni om be di dwuma de ye o de me ye ntwe ho bra na ye ba obehu omo a me ni o ba be di dwuma from Samuel Kojo Brace on behalf of our production team, directors, cameras, lighting, sound for any producers in anime more about to the show ye twa ho teo ne ba ba ye be don send one suko oni entra memo akwa babiom to the show na minda mabedwa for edin chrew na your Manasseh Azure Awene ono investigative journalist Manasseh, good morning.
Good morning.
We have got yesterday. Great. J Yausa Kodie, a member of the MPP's national communications team on so Nana Biaboko. Okay. You need that say Peter Minson, deputy CEO of PSC Tamashepi and Babe Cancer and Philemon Japan. Oh no, you drew the national the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association in Sensebna or Babe Cancer in the Dinko. By a chance in fee Zoomline Sensem. But as first of all, I say we would dear change never set the background mam kofu bia fe na more tin sem we no hu baby if you drew her in terms of the Zoomline Sensem.
Okay, me say na me ye dwuma Joy FM ha me join a Joy FM by 3 months pepepe bosome miensa and obi efre me e me call press center enwumre bi no say me e koso e wo Ghana Youth Employment and Entrepreneurial Development Agency satam near friend Jida and the youth employment program as our program 2006 no mo hyase omampeni John Ajekum Kufuor abans ebreso mo ka se emabun bebre wo Ghana wo mo nyi edwuma mo ye enti anhwe ne ye ne ampa bia mo wanye a national security no ebetimi atochima sebe obi ni bribi na se wo modoso sa ebi kura betumi afatuo ne ade enti wo mo hya se wo mo de sa initiative ye ba ama emabu anya dwuma ye enti enkrofo bi so fa achi a te se ne ekoso national service ya na wo mutimi de edin bi a nipa no enhyeda anya adwuma obi ani ho ye adwuma na wo mo de din no ahye ho ndi se ketua no ekọ bank a wo se na wo mo etua nkrofo na wo mo ne bank mpanifo ni bi afa nchen abia account na wo mo National Youth Employment Program but o ma afa nchen abia account bi na friend Nation Youth Employment Program e confirm not rural bank e wo Asante Mamu enti eno no the first leader menya ya nipa ne cast wo pese medi akire ena medi akire omumu baako ka so ebre bia de ne ko ba bi so onkoye verification ya de say oyobi a oka sa akro no no hwanya de anke betimi ene akọ enti oso wo de me kọ ho no akọkye me adwuma okodie ena o de me kọ company bi ne friend Better Ghana Management Services Limited now NEC campaign omo year 2008 and it's a Better Ghana agenda so because ana why na wo koye company a what the NDC slogan a form a company so me ka se bia NDC mpenifo ni bi me ko hwe ekira na enye NDC mpenifo ni bi na Zoom Lion papa no Joseph Sienwe Japan ni company no under the Jospon group so then a company here na chese wo mo ana mo ye internship nursing teaching about 70,000 people ye de omo to program bi so a na ebinom kra na etua omo be 50 Ghana cedis
me teaching I think I was paid 70
okay yes ebinya 60 ebinya 70 teachers and nurses no omunya na nke o say 80 but omo TB a wo mo de ye provident fund
okay
yes en ko monti binye provident fund na company no so emfa bi nka ho because na 70 na wogena nya sa 70 na ban e dey ma
okay
na ye 250 Ghana cedis
oh wow
yes but almost 70 mra wo ho na enkai no nko company no na company na nka so mo te be 10 cedis e ka no mo gi no efri no mo gi efri wo ho no
wow
no mo mfanya provident fund ba me ye hwehwemu na provident fund okra company ne te but o mo ntua
I'm commenting about provident fund
yes.
anyway
and I'm say na we ekoso say enkrofo mo ye adwuma na what do mo sika bebrebe na company na on watch ho so your management fee service ni ade on na eje efa kase na enti me hwe mu na che say companies no kra de na Zoomla so ka ho RLG ka ho Zero Group ka ho che say companies bebre ya begu ho a sebe CSC e be hwema ka no kra na kro no e na companies ne aban empenifo ebom a wo mo bo enti che say emabu anke o say omonye adwuma ne ye no ye de omo aya o wakeke e na ye ewia aban sika
but by that time no so you know we didn't know say because I knew I had a contract with government not any other company
yes I know the who because youth employment no the kratabebrel
yes
sama pao bosume so a memo 70 cedis and 75 cedis but eno koda nchen wa fa nchen akotua company bi Zoom Lion companies ni bi
okay
so ono na on manage you sebe wo kira de anye Zoom Lion company nyon no brel chalk atade a wo hye nyon na wo brel and the question is eden na company yanka wo gi sa sika bebrebe no Intimidate who said the similar thing was replicated at Zoomland at the time. What more praprano, sa senior wukaya was who nim say 500 Ghana cedis and a buying a chairman. But contract is a Zoomline for 400 Ghana cedis. That's 80% of the amount. Now one year more prano 100 cedis. The 100 cedis is a health insurance war. Ehona se wo faka akoba bia wo prano anasa wo ye adwuma na ehona wo sabe yare ebo because efie adwuma na omo ye bibi to a 100 cedis ne mu na wo pension allowance bia bibia ne only benefit bibia 100 cedis no na me hwe na sebe ya asefem ena me yese me di achi nti me this story ne true dwa no satem no mampeni Mahama ene ete oye president wo ye committee bi 5-member committee ye nhwehwem eba awse nia me kan no na no kre di bebre kra findings bebre kra sa be kan ho contract ni nyina otwa ase all the youth employment contract almost suspended cancel ni nyina except Zoom Lion there no enwe chi nipa mienu ekoda efiase so what abuga pele ne Philip Sibita sa jidans and semna na de omko prison and RLG na one of the powerful companies sa stories here na ema RLG ase etoye because wo hwe ne ya na omoye na ne Zoom Lion eye bia na omoye enti wo mu wie no for some strange reasons Zoom Lion contract no man twem and at 2016 November 2016 akabe Nnawotwe miensa amaya koto aba no MPP a press conference ka say na say hwe sa Zoom Lion contract ya say aban e the 500 Ghana cedis to nchen say obi bia wo ye aprapra adwuma no eno ene enkom ho na mom contract ni say yemfa 400 emma Zoom Lion ni yemfa 100 cedis emma wo mo ye adwuma no MPP ka say we eye krono ena Mahama ban ena Zoom Lion ebo oman Ghana eye ade o senk ye twa sa contract mu na ne enti Mahama ntumi ntwam ni say wono onya so mfaso when a MPP kaye around 17th November 2016 just the next month and ye koto aba nyamencha de Kufuado ebedi ade contract ya omo ka sebe John Mahama aban na omo nya ho mfaso no enti na omo ntimi ntwam no for all the 8 years MPP aban entwa contract mu Emma and the General Secretary of the MPP, Ora Justin Koduafrempong. A press conference 2019 ka say, one more buy Zoom Lion say or 45,000. And one more year juman, but one more year head count. One say one more war no, but not to do any one more buy head count. No, do any appointment letters. But a numpo one 38,000. Then 45,000. Still, we must Zoom Lion for payroll number no. Company na for payroll number, but still contract no more interim. And na Koduafrempong, a General Secretary. And
at the time of cancer, no
why Youth Employment Agency CEO na one Youth Employment Agency ano. Nti emra na woko contested General Secretary and omudi owura bia ye friend no Kofi Ba e Japan. Say war on head Youth Employment Agency. Now, Bresso share contract, you say no contract. It doesn't make sense because near company ne cano. Edwan kra one yet. Zoom Lion sem na making. Sikan so edima Zoom Lion ne sika yedi ma wo mo ye dwuma na sebe nyansa bia enim. The last time MPP free office no. Na yes yemfa 850 Ghana cedis. For more prano. That's the deal that is existing till today.
Okay.
Say 800 Ghana cedis. Now Zoom Lion by just 600 cedis. Now more prana 250 cedis. And ne send Ghana ayeshi afei.
And no there coffees a Japan the toast one on the
and yon okay Kodria Abreso mo de call 600.
Okay.
Emma Zoom Lion 450. Emma
Super 150
180.
180.
And sa contract no we no. I think Abra Kofi Japan wo no. The new contract almost signed. I think say one more year contract no mu di hu djuma almost everything was ready before no buy. Renew every 2 years be now more renew. Enti one more year na say 850 cedis. Zoom Lion by just 600 cedis busumi bia. Now, more prano, aje 250. Na number Zoom Lion presented here is 45,000, but some number no krana obi ain't me authenticated, but omuchiano. Into which I was so maybe a Zoom line budget 27 million Ghana cedis. No more prano, add 250. That's all call on my Ghana by beer could be sad. A free tete, sa contract almost me prabe 6 months, 1 year, not in Chiomoka. And to do one age. But company no debia or bar 45,000 year chanica, 45,000 year chanica. And no coffee Japan casino, Sanya cost in any. What prayers and board no be buana ma contract ya trim, but board no M1. Enti na ye wo your friend is saying or ye say aban mu mpenifuo ni bi no wo behwe na wo dan mo na wo maboa no enti me wo evidence say okohu kandapa national security minister at the time or contract you ho osanso free ho kohu gabi asaro chirda kon aye president Akufo-Addo busuani ema gabi ochirda kon e de ne call omampani asoye Jubilee House so won kwane one na contract yentimi nsia no so ohwe book ametre the president Ghana never got side chapter ewo ni nyina ankwesi hwe ama prayer na odi freeze MPP edi free so enti so ohwe babi ama hasi betru ne ya chese aban mo mpenifo ni bi omaye adwuma ewo wayi na youth employment agency omudi adanse yese na contract yenye na mbo woni omoka se ozum lions ensem de eba mpenifo na omo wosoro ho no so wo se wo obi a obesia no kwan a wanhwe ebeyiw na obi a ye paw no youth employment agency CEO a one check kra no one check be for 5 months ye pamo no eye Vincent Kwagbenu.
Okay. Yeah.
Vincent Kwagbenu. No national service and one we in say NDC mabun say one more per protocol appointment na onfiom or so be anya na economy you know. And also on register cast nature more about youth employment or by one of the first things I say yes suspended payment to Zoom Lion. Because at the time that contracting you because from 2013 to 2017 one month since I contract be near to Zoom Lion or by almost so Eddie or say or trust or mama contractor enunti one modi chia company ni come for contract or she ni ma contract name and not sure come common fan secretary say entria naka entria company nika because any contract be within 6 months when we yi no enti ohwe we nyina na kyerese ne mpenifo na kanana ase no krabio enu nti na me say okay so mo sim mpenifo ehwe enim ema adwuma omo nni ho hwe a omo nya ho hwe a enne ma me mfa nkodan omampeni John Dramani Mahama na ebinim bisa se na so Ebra Akufo-Addo woso otu anamon bisa na se obi hu se me ne Rebecca Akufo-Addo ayo mampeni Akufo-Addo yere etwamfoni a na meeting na ye hia no eno hu nti na ye hia na me ko meeting na me de krata metro bibia ti omampeni se ana ikunu se me pese me no bibia I have access to him through Jinaponi ade me so okay me ne Jinapo akasa se me ne Gabi Ochirda akon akasa se me ne abampeni ni bi I decide Zoom Lion komo ehu bi but me person me metumi hu say ono mampeni no onim hu bi so I didn't want to assume that they told him I just wanted him to know enti the brown envelope the write up in a document said the first lady Rebecca Akufo-Addo ni nyina ankosiaga and at this time I say okay my main petition President John Dramani Mahama because make sure petition crowd do na say na oh how say Zoom Lion e obi bia mu a enya dia NDC MPP obi abetimi MPP but thanks to credit to the president John Dramani Mahama this week were issue letter say enya dia contract no metwa so na eno ekoda nchen so ameka fumigation
Yeah.
assembly bia wo Ghana wo kwa ye tie omo for fumigation na sene wetie for bete ensem no mu yie na ma menkyere mu wo ma mo pra no se wo ko district bia na ye pra dwom un se containers akese bisio ye pra na ye de enwura na atu ne ye ya maso akọ bola si ye pra wi a me say company Zoom Lion ejibeye 27 million cedis every month for a proper contract no as management fees. Na prawie na wo mo ekoto atwene a ye wo contract for
and you different
contract.
Yeah, the lifting run.
Yeah, the lifting run. District assembly bia etua ye first contract ni sanitation improvement package. Na ye de ko bola no so a say oko district nketua bebre bola no bekọ na yahye but wo mo contract foforo a ye dey manage sa bola no
nti emfa no say me mfa won ko me krom me gina ha ya me hu agono kwanta market
yes
bola container ba ko si ho omo fa fi ho a omo de ko be wi fa ne damte
yes
onom ko hwegu
o
say omo contract
omo tua
omo contract yeah apra no ye different bola container we omo left no so
different contract different
bola no so ho no so eno so ho contract wo
ho West Landfills Management Contract enya miensa na wo so na gata mo etoda ensuo ebanti yen spray mu eno so contract MMDA's fumigation contract eno mako Ministry of Health akoje another fumigation contract our health insurance ene etua sa contract no
wow
ni nyina Zoom Lion asem na meken
and they were 5
yen wiye na Ministry of Local Government esa award a third fumigation contract yearly enka no mo so etoda cholera be banti yen award sa contract no but COVID-19 ba mo say COVID-19 enti obi amo ye interview bi e ma metwa gu me documentary mu wo mo bisa so na aden e na COVID-19 say edredi enku COVID-19 mboa no say nia obi obeka say ebe ku COVID-19 mboa na wonni nokre na eyade a ewo ho a any COVID-19 akọ inside anti fumigation nko a contract miensa a ide Zoom Lion for
to do the same fumigation
at the same place
gata mu 3
yes the same assemblies 3 different fumigations and you see hospitals say nyandro ye ni CT scan ni bia health insurance kano domelevo emra wo ho no oye hwehwemu ye se ye tua be 184 million from National Health Insurance Levy edi Zoom Lion and it's a wo Zoom Lion sema sebe or how as our company edi bro oman yi aban penifo any be at na sene company ebo oman yi kro no evidence wo ho sebe yes see a man for be ko efiase a it's very easy and see this is what happens. And to share oman penny letter or trauma na wo ka sa fumigation no won be hwehwemu
yeah
na won be san ye audit bi ahwe se sika bi o metua Zoom Lion no be ye ho audit menya mfanto ho sebe company no ba o se nipa 45,000 bosome bia so obi nwu obi enye adwuma no obi enko retirement bosome bia 45,000 even emrana why forecast say number na nya de omo metimi authenticate no still Emma Greater Accra Accra Metropolitan Assembly etro koma why say mo se nipa o meba be prayer ho a mo Zoom Lion e manage omo no ye hu omo enti mo ma ye list no. Can you imagine what the Youth Employment Agency said? Almost so ni list no. Just a Zoom Lion on kwana list no. Wow. But ye tria company we call Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, the Central Business District, baby a fin kese pa wono. KMA one of my power mon crofo, ema mo pra nye chi omoka. But on paper, you say close to 2,000 people have been assigned to the assembly through Zoom Lion. Enti step on man penny ateki sebe ebinim so na ade na wo praising her no se eyade a Akufo-Addo ne nkrofo ye ya enkasika ya hwere sene ba bia ye fia maybe we would have gotten somewhere. So better late than never. Na me hu ne se nya de a ekosi hwa e wo se yetimi edi akire. Sebe so we DC na we kromfo. Ana sebio. So we jimi na wonim nyansa. Na amanfo school dan egu amanfo so na ye de sika bro na wo se sa sika wo beto atwene. Say ye de sa nhwehwemu no. Yeah, the ebeba, the assembly level, so that those DCs that will also waste these monies, instead of using it for the development, what money be for, me call all the story, me call 53 district, municipal and metropolitan assemblies. Now, a binum, especially northern Ghana, northern region, upper east and upper west. I told the Ura district, we who not amount for sensu na emwa enso ennom the same pond woman needs to but sika ye we ye de dodo na eche
but will you be surprised from what near your sources no contract we in September last year but still an ye guswa is a surprise na idea here with this contract
make just a contract you February 2013 until around 2019, between February 2013 and 2019, will be an signed contract. Be a
but Negusu Tuano.
Yegusuya Yetia, Ometia Zoom Lion.
Okay.
Asema American offer could be Justin, could be from Pon, obey the one dance here. Offer Kofi a Japan, obey the one dance here. Obi be a one dance here. So, a banner contract here, a metro book be the 4th John, rain, rejection, and rebound. Now, a sentence be a metro amount for some word to do. May say, whenever Zoom Lion is involved, government officials act without consulting their brains. Because any money be doesn't make sense. So, only contract, because he ain't here. Obia contract no award no. Also, now also 45,000 award. Me call out menya 38,000. 38,000 no crowd do na any en krata. Che say omo de oma ba se be ye na nke so ye power mo but omo ni en krata.
Okay.
Enu enyina echi no. Womo kosoa no mo tua. Nienti omo ntimi an sign contract no. One of them is credit goes also to Kofi Japan. And MP for Tafo Pankrono, Vincent Atefa. Asifwa, sorry, okay. Asifwa, okay. Vincent Asifwa.
Yeah, Asifwa, yeah.
MP for Tafo Pankrono. No, our board no subi.
Okay.
2022, I'm not very renew contract no. Omo board minutes are making no. Kofi Japan, a contract ni entrum. One board member, Lawrence Japan. No, Lawrence Adams. Or non say contract ni enye nti on foaso yen tron to so on foaso and Vincent Asifwa wono so e ka se enya dia contract yenti mo fan to krata so se me Vincent Asifwa me foaso nti wo mo miensa no ena wo mo equity a contract nti ka board ne boa wo mo anka enya dia MPP address kra contract ne o senka by 2022 I was saying a contract in Yitrim.
Okay. Interesting. But Peter Mensa about no deputy CEO of PSC Tamashipia Peter Akwaba. Great. You. Because I home I'm in fire a J. So I mean what things Manasa there to here. Edding say we are holding on to such a contract. Say contractor nim nipa dodo kra na Nipanisi or one we have not verified still like a Kosutia contract to me na egusua tuasika I didn't know man basa.
Okay, first of all my main fan check is on Wapamfo. Let me also extend greetings to Senior Manasa Azori and my brother from the shipyard. What I will say first of all is that Utie the Nyema ace journalist Manasa Azuri at the Atuaponosona. It tells you that there are more deeper things. And that the work that why not extensively covering Zoom Lion modern sanitation issues is something that at a different time I would have to engage him on the side and then understand most of the things or can and also seek more clarity so that going forward, no, if I will say you bite be on in some area now we can be able to situate matters properly. But I think he's done wonderful work, looking at the consistency with which or follow matters from the John Mahama 4-year administration or the Free Honoma New Patriotic Party to take over in 8 years. And then now, so how he is still chasing the Zoom Lion issues and all. So it takes boldness to be able to go that tangent. So now that he's here, I would not wait for him to leave before I will say it. I'll pat him on the back. Now, one thing I can say, we should also be asking ourselves this question. So, Ghana, I say, do we also have other sanitation companies and now say cleaning companies are almost also what the capacity of Zoom Lion are? Say in case, say, if we're able to situate matters properly, those companies can be engaged to get on board and then to do some of this work. It is also a matter, it was say you go into it. Now, even though we discuss, yes, even
post this particular.
Yes. So that will be post the exhaustion of this particular matters that is on the table. So something I was say, we need to begin to think around and then to know how best that you be to me when there are sanitation issues in the far. I can't really say too much. Looking at in summer what we are going on, they meet me. I can say, if the president would be able to take that bold decision to look into auditing issues that were raising, send also a reply, man, and then also you better the whole facet of that. Also, to say company like Montran, Oko banking sector, and any other service industry, I think almost an agent where they do recruitment for some of these service industry players. Almost sometimes I understand that they pay them some amount and then not more the cashiers and some of the other workers within the banking industry, for instance. And it is a practice that is in our industry, but looking at the quantum of money that is said to be paid, now share the beneficiaries of the program. I'm being specific to Zoom Lion. Now here aside that and so other contracts and so multiple contracts and so
for the same thing.
And so it looks like on the face of it, I don't want to go too deep, but on the face of it, listening to what Ace is talking about, then that means that there is a replication or duplication of the same contracts,
question the crowd say another one a baby session say how many times in who saw more air fumigated gutters in our
but one thing too is that we try to say Manasseh can then it also brings to mind say all this while have we had a coordinating report from the Auditor General that suggests that to say also he made mention of the Sabia Ministry of Health. Now there's a contractor, the National Health Insurance will pay Zoom Lion to do some fumigations. Then also local government is also engaging them to also do the same fumigations, and then other sectors. So that means that has the Auditor General been able to say an investigation and as an expose to say that maybe a sika be say the man some find this, but we have seen that there's a duplication of so because of that, these number of people should be brought to book or these issues must be investigated.
Manasa, if you have responsibility between them,
you share report auditing information there. You share Auditor General surcharge and disallowed, but technical grounds in the Supreme Court. Because a private company and then so it's on technical grounds, but not on the substance. And which offer the Auditor General's report on the implementation of the District Assembly's Common Fund. We download the movie and we click it, and also search for just fumigation. And then this district, they paid, Zoomline didn't deliver the service, retrieve the money. El hobby brave, hence you know, but you can see as a coordination anyhow, and the same company knows perhaps the weakness of the system. Into almost the same deal, no the akwahano wakwaje, no the akwahano wakwaje. COVID-19 by na Ministry of Health yebi na local government nso yebi. But me ko around na assemblies ne say womo enya machines na ebinum air spray in sorry ni private places. Afran plain say me ko say sorry why yan spray and I'm saying that then public place and I say a buying locations no dey moma zoom line here you say you to crafting cry say e ma yenye ne ma zoom line nye entina sa district no wo mo ni zoom line e wo fumigation contract na wo mo nhyedan here as a COVID-19 crab na ye here enka moma zoom line enye on that contract yamana anye assemblies na eto mo machines o mo ye spraying eno so mo nyai ne ma zoom line on contract for no may another fumigation enti sebe woti hai wa ma contract se me praha ena ehiase ye praha contract no ma anye once akoto price wo dey pra ni so da bi jai na me a ya ma me contract da sen ka me praha no ya ma me contract for se me so as a empenifon woman nim but sebe woman who say bia sika bio high me hu ni omoye but as there's a motivation omo ebutai bia also omutimi achieve I no nti womo esha dai so woman but they know
but does this non-renewal no affect all the other companies under Zoomline on more contract? Because I'm just reading, sir.
No, and nobody for the APRAPRA contract. No.
Okay. Because I'm reading, sir, Finance Ministry's response to an RTI request by the Fourth Estate. It revealed that Akufo-Addo government had disbursed 156 million
yes,
of the over 264 million realized from the sanitation and pollution levy imposed on Ghanaians to Sewage Systems Ghana Limited,
yes,
another company of Mr. Japan.
Yes.
And we know and affected this one.
No. So our company, you know, Zoom Lion sister companies nibi. And almost see sewage whatever. And I buy it here 95 million cedis. Until Auditor General here report no say now we're a private company no ya na adie. I buy any shares a womb. So this will see waste treatment plant. Ebanesen I buy it 95 million cedis. I'm a private company. And the Auditor General says sikano yenje because enya idea was say yetria. Instead see ebeje sa sikano. Ye fa etire ni asa komma sa company ne more money. Ya 95 million no. Almost said 156 million. The man sir friend say report yes sewage. Na me o 40 yes RTR request.
Okay.
Enti billions as Zoomline agent there. Bebia so what say Zoomline or then ACAP Accra compost treatment whatever. I buy netriaka. Me want evidence I buy netriaka. So it's not say be a private company yet has say
ACAP, how do you say I buy netriaka?
Every month I buy etria for the operations, the running of that company. The operations, yes. So be a Zoomline ATM not me try. One fresh show is on Cassania Mechanania no credit. And I have the receipt and invoices.
Am I trying for what?
For the management of the waste treatment, almost a waste compost then. from the very beginning, and Sunday ever started crying. One more the letter called Parliament near there. I have all of those letters. And to the question is, do other companies have the capacity? No. Sebe.
We'll get there, but let's stay with ACAP.
Yes.
Minimum ACAP is say we are Nkranha.
Yeah, they call
Omo share how
yes,
between
and almost the fertilizer and
yes, but any part of contract of sign here say because already can say they have a contract of the manage waste or baby on the ball and go no.
There's a contract. Zoom Lion treatment plants in the den. Yen hwehwem near make can say enya no kra obi mfre show yi so. Say enya no kra. One more contracts with the government. If I knew this would come up, I would have brought the payment vouchers. Some time ago, I think it was about $3 million cedis a month. So yes, one more payment plan. Since I think 2012 or so, almost started. So nientia others no cry anyway. The contract be a yaka wan semi. E bi cry here say ye the company bi baba say enye Zoom line cry ye here company bi say one year manager for the sweepers. Assembly be a Ghana. Our capacity so betumi ahwe nkrofo ya pra omo jom. Because assembly be our waste management department.
Okay.
En kan no kra no mo omo from Saman sanitation, town council for school of hygiene. Your form to enforce the assembly's bylaws. And to which one say be a would fee to fear ma meet here. We yana tankers for bar. School fees near the bit. So everything was neat.
Okay.
Zoom Lion by near Germany a day. Sa contract no so Zoom Lion. Sanitation gas contract. And to be bia to chima e assembly ni sa also would trace here. Obeshana Zoom Lion edachi.
Mate, so now you share beyond this.
So
now you renew contracts.
Okay, so thank you to Manasseh. Now let me pay clarity on to say that the capacity and whatever. That's why I said that. So I said very deep, because listening to Niema, of course, I transcended from our government. From the NDC government to our government, and now it is also coming up. It means that we need a political will to be able to handle this matter.
Okay.
And I'm praying that there will be that will to handle this matter.
So, but then what you do that though?
Of course.
Also, cabinet say now contract here already at the regional and district levels.
But already on the regional and then the district levels. So also the situation that whatever that Manasseh has been able to expose and bring out, we are not going to have a reoccurrence of that. Number one. Two, he also made an interesting point that because I believe that employment is a national security issue. It continues to be a national security issue. People are school of hygiene, some of them they are not even getting posting. Some of them maybe in school 4 years, 5 years, they are still home. So if at the end of the day, Yetimima districts and the regions, let's start to handle some of these sanitation matters. Almost can be able to employ most of this school of hygiene there, so that they can also begin to do some of these things. Then Zoom Lion can also continue to be their own private company and run their private affairs. Just like other people are running their private affairs. Okay. Osha to say neighborhoods be more honor. Sanitation companies be or ketwa.
Yes.
But say sika obi triama womo say omo mefa be a trash and fee. If you look at how they are able to respond, now we hear how some of the bigger sanitation companies in Ghana, I won't mention any name. And so their response to how they gather the rubbish that some of them have even been paid for to come and pick up, you see that there are a lot of questions. I hope you are following what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I make us say, Niema we need deep truth. But it is good that at least we've been able to have a personality. Why not being said? With every government to be able to hit very hard and dive very deep. Say, or they bring it this particular matter to somehow light. Oshe sikana involved no now the payments are the beneficiaries now. Say oh you will be a war conscience. I'm not the American also doesn't mean I'm 14 Zoom line, but I'm just saying that you will be a war conscience.
Yeah.
You should even know say even faulting them or not faulting them, you should know that per the Sika Zoom line a receive ni Sika beneficiaries no. They mono,
yeah, okay.
The mothers, the old ladies, they are impoverished. The hard work they are doing, the risk with Niema or Mopeke from gutters and all of that. Now he's at the moment. As a nation, we need to begin to, have a discussion and then support Manasseh's work and then get government to also set up and do this.
Marefa Peter Mensa of the National Communication System of the NDC and CCA Deputy CEO PSC Tamashipiat. Peter, now we say right now the president will take a decision. Yeah. Cabinet will take a decision. Right. Then no see a year beyond here.
Ojomenda ase mame fa kwenso na menchi Ghana fo wajebre wo hwe wo fidi kese maka se ofidi dia hafo de udra fo ba bia Adom TV na ohwe mu so na me ye emergency landing okono mo baaye
okay
ma menchi am regional minister honorable Charity Ghana obodwuma me DC was TV South yiba asabe wo ne mpanifo mo obodwuma yenchi omo na me wa idea tamasha piad mfa nche mfiri ho mawo na me nchia me pen me ankasa me boss Mr. Osman Suleiman and na operation team adwuma mo ye led by Mr. Rashid adwuma mo bo ho no kojo next week nyame ya adwuma enkwa wiye no na PSC tamasha piad ya start 24-hour economy
okay
di ba me mo wasitre na beton safro na waba ehihia ye di agu akwan mo nyame atom ama from next week, you be to me, the president can from July. The I am to year we are many of Manasi, Metons Afrina, my barber share, a Juma, Sweden. Yeah, your main chairman, Manasi, the share. But I've been following his wife. When you be Kodre, Edin Kano, your mom Manasi, so I think that he's been consistent on this Zoom issue. And obi a wutu anamon bia no wani so ade hunu ne se ubenya results and I am not surprised and the results na ba he's demonstrating what we call political amnesty because successively government o maban na watu sa na mon say ono ne hwehwe mu a waye no we have to break this monopoly and our day ne fact atoho Ediama government aba ekunyina enti ene se president Mahama Bayamba na president Mahama Bayan so aye hwehwemu an based on the petition or the koye o maka se sa contract we yenya den yento aso biemu a Manase edi se obebo aban no aiden abaso wa bra yeso ye bo na abaso se waye consistent in his quest to ensure say in terms of a person ensure sanitation ewo omani mo e di omani ni yesiesi omani mo no e kwan a ya fa so ayama contract ya mani pa content kro ana wadi saadi yesu saa mfie kodwo ho yi no e wo si etwa saadi no I think say wonnam krum let's be objective ofa krum na ne omafo ni din komo a so ye ndisi o so PPU, I am telling you get about 80% of the populace catch say some monopoly in break, Ain't no, and then when you can say me the pa or see the na in this agenda because of the figure Nipana would decide to make the how he has ties with both the NDC and MPP. What we were looking for is a political will or paper. Ebe free o kendi ni bi wo obedina sa da bi ebraso say den yes sasa de we but dem yan say me nue ye nyina no President Mahama Abaya said that demonstrated some political will. Political honesty on. Enya de bi adin will be ya de na ya ka say ye bonaba so keke. And it's a political one now o kano. The mama demonstrate. Many aka so young president mama baso so wa demonstrate sad no. Na emom ye hwe nim say ni. Na emom ne de okeka go. Baso beka so young president about say wa demonstrate. Say sad we yan say and me nyam so beka. Ye nyina to the bia. Sa enyama nyina no. It's part of rebuilding the democracy.
Nti emfansa waka. Ye koye nim what we do. Then no say.
It is here. Let me tell you something. The ya me de e wo president na sama o kan say. Audit ne be koso. Because e was say audit ne koso. Na ye hu sa loophole na e wo honom. Enti ye koye nim no. Was say ye nye decentralized system and I love that. Region and district based. It is a region and district based. And what sounds like I say yes are competitive tendering. If we are going to use the private companies, that's the omo kwakoya. Yenye competitive tendering. The emma competitive tendering a good in say. Number 1, enya quality. Number 2, me enya cost flexibility. Dini papa ko in kasa ono nko na yeden we monopoly ntino emayi tuo bi anase sika bi otua ngofo no yeden wakwakotua because ye competitive ani padodo na de omo adwuma omo ye ani say the experience omo wo no omo de ba beto pono so say ye nhwem so omo betumi aye sa adwuma yi ntino ebetumi ama ye nya quality ebetumi ama ye nya akatua pa de ama adwuma yefo no na president so estate is ade no me ko afi Minerals Commission, officer, na ma bi a wo ho no ma ye zoom lion worker and wo so na papa yesremo unka bi ma ye na say no adwan kwa mo na tese ye mfa ye na zoom lion ase de yewu na se ma me nya botre president nhihye ba se de tie bia mo akatua no ye be den ye betum enti wa ye sanitation worker wo Minerals Commission Kenya ase and the president letter no de ba na se de mekan no wo say mo a mo prapre musika ne be den ye betumu ama meka kire wo president elect na ye den aba enti sa ehhehye ya ye de be fa wo mo be ye adwuma no eno na wo se ye hwese ye di so say to say de na mini ye kan na manase so kan the people will have the competence to be able to handle manase my proposal be say why don't we use the district assemblies to handle this and kan no nkurase ye no ne ya na tankasere esa mansamai those times no mo buama ya hu ni die nsam wo fie na koso pa ye nya kasa tanga sere ba o bia gridi and ni nyina no if we can analyze as ye hwese district assembly no work capacity to handle sanitation issue and also see alternative
okay all right
and I say ye be kwa the private company in a decentralized way at the district and the regional level no so and what see ye competence and a flexibility for the workers na ye kwakọ form. Is I say across board no e create mama membunu bebre. Ye ma me no ye papa no mo ye nua no marante bebre eno susu no muso ye den enya adwuma no mo ye. Enti ye hwe se nyame adom a ye nya president or wo pepa na political wala what demonstrate say some monopoly ye break no ye be hwe se ehihye na ye ni kwa ni mo will be guided. Okay. Na obi a ye this contract yi be kwa command bi ya no obe work within the purview of the law and also in the best interest of the country as anyema ya manase abobobo so rot ni ade ni nyana ye nkwanko bi na I believe say papa na wa hwenduma pass ye wura John Dramani Mahama boss eba a wa hwenduma pass no ode ye be kwa wie ye pa etigana fo munya hotoso na mo enka makoma ntom yem say boss eba president Mahama waba wo hwehwe niama no including the sanitation aspect no obeye ama ye nyina ye ho atoye edi menua don't men worry so papa na timia demonstrate sa political will we ya be rest assured say the akani nyina na hyehyɛ wo ho no onyina ni mfe ho do se wakasa enko region and district level no obema mpanifo adie eni adie akiri say the be at the end of the day sa eniama we ya aye finance aye nu amanasi dia beto abonten ye koye ni mu no sa eniama ema beto abonten
me das pa Peter Mensah na o tie nka no oguswa hwe na woche dwumadie ye betwa ye ho na yakwa akofa ye mula tew ye ba ye den kan no beso so ye wo national service in Sensemo CAD, and Manasseh has a lot of information on that. Ye try nearby ye for a short break. Ye ba obetumi akọ Facebook na oja comment ho me ba me kan mo bia so ate won so ne a wo pa kire wadwen kira wo kire on Facebook on to enter on our dwumadie so ye ba tew sisia. Mo akọ aba mfambra na wo dwumadie so on Adom TV. Few of more comment on Facebook na fi yenkoso. Amisko Spelele wakaswa se aka Dr. Baumia Beba 2028. Big ups to the nurses for suspending their strike, but JDM must pay their conditions of service now. Regards to Honorable Sylvester Tete, incoming MPP General Secretary, and Honorable Bevis Hawa Kumsen, incoming MPP Women Nationals, National Women's Organizer. Co-Mensa Pillar 2 say happy Father's Day in advance to all the responsible fathers, especially Bright Sylvie Kumi, Honorable Thomas Oheneba Boache, Charles Oteng, aka OT by Co-Mensa Pillar 2. Benjamin Pepra says, good morning, Sammy. In fact, I wish you a happy Father's Day and may the good Lord bless you and guide you. I'm Benjamin Pepra from Aguna Nyakrom. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's look at beyond where we are now. What must happen? Maybe more 2 minutes on it. Yeah.
So, in fact, we heard the not mean I can say. No, man, I say it's difficult for me to say me bo President Abbas. You know.
Yeah, share beyond now.
Beyond that. Look, we share some me kaya. President, the statement now out. What do I say? The statement or the about out, it is just a wording. It is just a wording. If the president demonstrates, he would demonstrate through an action. And that action would be that whatever he has said to Manasseh, say obey, he is putting that into motion. Now you say, as political observers, what did I say? You say, oh, this is what exactly, or you were rolling out, or monitor. So no, after that, me no better na ha. No matter more President Abaso for doing that. Then you can say me more Abaso. Okay. But for you to say that it is difficult for me, say me more President Abaso. Me to be more President Abaso based on the statement. 2 minutes, 1 minute. The last thing too that I was saying is, it looks like she said that there is some happiness be say, oh, okay, a free the national level where the ministries will engage Zoom Lion at the top. He said in the Yebabi German form, regional and district levels, into Mwamba handle my own affairs. Is it that about regional and district levels are the same things that Manasseh has been able to expose? You know, there is a way that we are going to curtail Saadeno from happening. And now, as I say, we are just happy that ABOB Philly said there were some goodies that were somehow moving its waves at the top. He said so that is why we are happy about it. So we should look at all these matters properly. Now for how assemblies so we be to say district levels.
Now we see from 2 minutes.
Refuse you be track bit missy baby. So containers. Yeah. Not neighborhood for any complaining but near the blame DCs and MCs. Yeah. Now, because the DC and the MCs are a political leader now, pressure about no sintino. Or no team could resist. So can you have fun cleaning and coffee for you? But to become no maybe the contract and so as soon as he say, as soon as he does court several no yes, contract also. So Ninja I have any pressure now. You can't condition assemblies, the Bayer Juma Fufrono. Yes, also I could defend the
also 2 minutes.
President initiative, dear President, how does the president communicate to the public? It's not through letter. Yeah. Hey, today I mean, oh, somebody the way our creative press, it's as if the president letter or issue, a needless. But president action are taking, and issue letter, public, no say this is the action. Let me read the first line. Let me read it's important. Or say expiration contract. The contract between Youth Employment Agency YE and Zoom Lion Ghana Limited has expired and will not be renewed.
Thank you.
This is presidential statement. What's it?
Peter Yanko.
It means yeah. The airport channel say, "Abandon your papa." And what take is a step. And Waka say no. Yeah, they cut the street and regional.
The same. Down also.
Yes, the same president. And problem we are by. And the measures are in place to ensure. And let me use this opportunity and commenting in this conversation now. The current CEO for YE, Miriam Malek Basintali, what demonstrated that for the same political way because the energy era Malek Basintali this 30 year about the conversation about Zoom Lion contract, you know, and created public awareness and attention to it. And no, for the first time, you just see you be on also you bold and confidence and no. Start your way there.
Now see,
the level of Kofi Japan, I the same Malik Basintali. Kofi Japan see Malik Basintali no say or care about renewal. Say on renewing on under those terms. Yes. But we share the sentiments that we don't need that contract. Yes. And we share near Kofi Japan, and I think that's even
to be honest with you.
Yes.
Malik, Malik stated, you know, his engagement, his public engagement. Oh, he also stated there's no need to renew. No, he did something. After Facebook Live, I monitored. You came after that. Maybe I didn't check that. After that, he took it. So it's important because the way our critics are public. You see, let me tell you, they are going to work hand in hand. No, they are going to work hand in hand. Yes,
why he was so being
no, they are Utah or more pass it through why
but the commenter
so no, what I'm saying is that it's not going to be Zoom Lion.
We don't even need. Look, the assemblies can hire people because of
so that is an approach. But when we are talking about having a competitive tender through private companies, that means you still have a role played by YE.
Really?
In yes.
But the assemblies on my
contract. Assemblies, or say assemblies, or no proposing one alternative. Say ye jaima assemblies, nankasa. No one you sue the
cabinet say. But let an by your way or say cabinet take a decision. Say what the contract at the regional or district level. Say
yes.
Cabinet subcommittee be a better modalities on the issue.
No, in this one,
those are
private firm,
different companies.
But Manasseh is proposing a different thing. Manasseh is a assemblies manage just like we were managing sanitation issues. To employ workers, no more year. But in this proposal, it will still be a private entity that is holding the whole initiative. It is two approaches, and you're looking at here. And the either of these two approaches, monitoring mechanism is what is key. I ensure say so. My district assembly now handle everything. Your normal recruitment after workers or more. You money direct.
Yeah, for the sweepers.
For the sweepers.
Yeah.
And now say my private company in the various districts, regions. And I handle the sanitation issue. All boils down on we having a proper monitoring system. I be making sure say loopholes now man now say who was Zoom Lion. Then go repeat.
When it comes to
Peter, no, what point? You see,
Sebano sweepers now.
Sebano sweepers now.
No, do it. Oh, Peter. Sebano sweepers now. And you a third party company to
so that is part of the conversation. That is part of the conversation.
Also,
me personally, I believe that the assemblies can handle this thing.
Okay.
However, sometimes you look at the capacity of the assembly. Okay, most times that's what people question say.
No, just like the assemblies of Greater Accra Metropolitan Assembly. No,
but we come
they do it. So I buy into me say water machines and assembly mama ya kwine.
I believe that assemblies can do it. They can do it. Like I've been an advocate for government agencies being handled by government officials. It is me personally, if I have my opinion. But at the end of the day, the argument is also that okay, let's get a competent private firms which will be monitored and guided by government official. No money or money. No more employ more people.
Anyway,
that will give employment to other people.
My mama also.
But we deliver for you.
So me and me can say eba apra contract na ye hia obia.
Thank you. Yeah.
Contract now for Zoom Lion, 70,000. The Zoom Lion other company, 70,000. Why ye chairman no? They say why you more manage those people. Our moon to say Malegban Citale ne friend saying fire service essence sign MOUB. Private company BM. There are different models. Why you run here? Private company BM. And you are more recruiter. It says here because a third party banner, they work together with the fire service. Why you should be involved, I don't have any problem with that. But more recruiter, farmer assembly, because assembly no and manage it. What the third party company back? Obia Wabekasi here, third party company na Wabe manage sweepers ne sebi na wapese yefa kwan boni biso. And we are Ghana Sika. So we don't need that. But the other company contracts now ASAB ya prewi ye pekama wafa bola na
exactly. And no private companies can handle that.
The district be in this aka no say what they sa contract ni mo bia. Eno de eno na sa regional and then district level we no.
Yeah.
Eno no won betimi aye. But eba na prapra fumigation ye here every assembly betimi ato the machine say bia
okay.
And the school we omo here fumigation no man ko fumigate. You don't need these contracts have been there, two of the fumigation contracts 2009 and 2010 continuously till now when we don't need the service a lot of the time.
Okay, all right, you.
Information is very important. Oh, Mr. It's just related. When you say every district, your YE office. Make us a macho. No, make the role of the YE now. So at the district level, the YE can be handling this. It's the same thing. The YE can be handling this at the district level.
The National Service Authority and names and some about and the Attorney General Dr. Dominica Yine, a friend central for shame the no din send me to na minia. Yanko Cotiano, Emra.
Our position is clear that these persons are reasonably suspected to have committed crimes and shall be charged accordingly with the following crimes. Stealing, contrary to section 1241 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960 at 29. Conspiracy to steal, contrary to sections 23.1 and 124.1 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act. Willfully causing financial loss to the state, contrary to section 179A3A of the Criminal and Other Offences Act. Using public office for profit, contrary to section 179CA of the Criminal and Other Offences Act. Obtaining public property by false statements, contrary to section 5 of the Public Property Protection Decree 1977, SMCD 140. And so we have a duty to account to the people of this country. And so when I'm taking prosecutorial decisions, I need to account to the people of our country for the decisions that I take. So this is the whole essence of the exercise, and especially within the context of oral. We don't want any situation where we file charges and then we are being told that we have just decided to persecute people because of their political leanings. In all the press briefings that I have done, I have not mentioned or connected any political party to the actions of the people that I arrest and investigate.
Well, the Attorney General Dr. Dominica Yine and Yekotino, Manasa Azura when he's still here. Manasa, I mean, for NSS was where the chief for some time. That didn't nama adewe etumi kosusa for people to allegedly siphon over 500 million cedis. That's a lot of money.
Well, I think the last academic year, na me wa Harvard, na me a program B or Harvard Kennedy School course B. Title near corruption, finding it and fighting it. and sa course no kyerɛ yeah case study of different other countries. Enti keta session pro na wo ba bia including the US. There was a case about police corruption in New York. Ukraine and their more queen or more health sector and corruption wo be sikana Dawson. But near you in those countries, they say, won't koba asem, so the one sample or my sikkim FBA. What they take you through, and nuntinama will be ya no through. And you can't get a session of proye a bibrim hankwana ewo. Na nienti a Ghana, ye dear neo coswa, I told her and semi be what tea house. Na then no bibit me, I say, you say Washington DC cry, way for no be embassy for no be cry be accounts be a sikaba no more de ko baby. Nienti a way cost on say the price to pay for corruption will be to me and wafan wedi. Emra na Mahama was the first term. National Security BNI investigation. Who said sa ghost names ya na ekoso. Enye nne asem. Enna womo nhwehwem de bae. National Service Coordinator mo penino. Executive Director near charge no. Emma bebre ehwero mo adwuma. Ye de bebre kodi asem de bia. Sa asem ne kosi san. Ewo hwa mo so ma charge o mo na ye hu hwe. Ena recent case here the fourth estate started ya omo petition oral ko ye hwehwe mo mo de we eba bonti no. Nienti ekoso ne se mitumi hu ne se amanfo se obi betimi eye bibi no afa ne ho adi a the chances of bekoso aye ne doso sebe US na wo drive basabasa o kashen na wo kan biara na se wo ho ba asema sika obetua na doso eto da do beko court na wo ho ba asem na wo kotwi obi kan ade a insurance a wo abetua no so next our insurance we now call renew you share records with driving records and to say be out here $50 a month we be at $100 and now $150 a month essence I won't count shiny na say what per service be and as we will be our foreigner crana your more ticket near the police driving offenses a bit me ama affect your visa status near them. Enti wo hwe sa societies no na wo hwe yen ba bia ye wo ya a sebe obitimi twika basa ne ho ba asema wo aban jiwe then that's it. So the motivation to continue doing the wrong thing is high here because there is no punishment regime.
Okay.
Enti near ekosui I'm not impugning the integrity of anybody, but when you are bema some more kind, no. So also some of us are happy when you are what is happening accountability, but I'm not rejoicing too early until say we begin to see certain results. Two things: the legal system can be frustrated. There are times too, say we will be away the corruption, there are times to abide for bar. Oh, na department way, Sikase Yirai, Yehu, Yato, Yehu, Ubehe Chena will be Akofo. Oh, you bet me a mouse, say na, we jam. These things happen. In the cases, need to me starting giddy. Ubehe Ubeshana be no, yes, be behind okay. Genuine cases.
Okay.
But a bit more years ago, be also. Oh, Nadia would say, me ma be $10 million na ube jamia. So some of the cases don't even go to court. Some don't even come to light.
Okay.
So corruption and sema ye can. See, beko ECG. Yes, beko Cocoa Board. Yes, beko some of these places, bigger crimes have been committed. I'm not saying that everything that is uncovered is big enough to warrant the attention it has.
But what should oral senior moyo money here? Or GD say it could be probably the solution?
I think if they carry it through, it could be the solution. In the past, and those of us in the anti-corruption space, were happy when the special prosecutor came. But up to now, I said it in my book, the president Ghana never got. Said that office is yet to give us reason to show why it is special.
OSP now, Ghana.
Yes, I support that office. I would support them to do their work. But as a Ghanaian, and I speak to many Ghanaians, they are yet to really shake the foundations of corruption.
Okay.
In the past 10 years, if it is there has been a point that the foundations of corruption is being shaken, I think it is oral.
Okay. All right.
Are they doing enough? There is more they can do. They can do more than this. Nyomu, is it commendable? Yes, it is commendable. They've started well, and we hope that they continue to the end. And there are many places that people know that the average Ghanaian will be the Hana born so, and a corruption sense, and like a sepanisia. One bought Cocoa Board, one bought ECG, one bought some of these places, some of these Zoom Lion cases. The evidence is there, the dossier is there. So, my boy, my basso, and I be an attorney general in this Okasa. You can fight corruption in silence. You can fight it in secret. Oko America near there, one more year cases that they give updates. FBI to me, but these are the people we have charged. These are the people. Then it goes on. So I don't fault the attorney general. I think they are doing well, but I sincerely believe there is more they can do.
Okay.
And some of us are prepared to volunteer our time and help them and support them.
Okay.
This political way, so which hands in there, I don't think it makes sense. So we will work chrono na, MPP dimu na odi work chrono. Enti wo ka koyiwa no. So okwana say case na foolish case a court betie. So constitutional court say ne waye enya Ghana fu nyina beti but me yamfa mbata say na me MPP ninti me and your MPP for said we must some ya almost some no cre emu.
All right.
And yeah, MPP ni bia na ekro for and yeah NDC ni bia so na ekro for.
Okay.
So people should answer for their individual acts instead of making it look like okay party.
Yo, thank you. Anyway, Nanaje, Mama from
Yo, that's baby. So, the mechanism first of all, Senate Manasseh can, yeah, we are fighting corruption. I fight corruption wherever it's coming from, irrespective. Because Nipano, Ubekunka na wa party ni kra na be so defender no kra, this kind of kra am, okra no kra no am. Because the common position ni kra ni di. It is yeah, fight corruption now. What to say? You investigate you, be not so senior nyina ube di ekira hakobo defense. You are not even doing any service to the nation. Corruption they fight aye. You ma kwan and fight it. The only problem that I have is with the style of the Attorney General. Look, if the Attorney General says that say or person initiating any prosecution, Biana, he owes accountability to the people until he has to come to the people to tell them the direction he's taking. It is okay, but I sincerely think say for cliche. Oh, why am I saying that?
Now, Attorney General here cliche.
Cliche. The internet make us look, and my brother is G3. The internet make us as an Attorney General. Or by if per what he's saying, say cases be our can once in he has not even affiliated any political coloration to those individuals, but by doing self-introspection. Say yes, say ube say yes you and niase. Niasa na why there? Where you will be there? Obaye, we are prosecuting them for near more Maya if you say it's mass of corruption. Obaye, what discontinue those cases? What discontinue those cases? And you are coming back to come and tell us that Oba press charges into and now Ghana for now also accountable to them, so you are coming to tell them that this is the prosecutorial direction and decision you have taken. Did you come to Ghanaians to tell them that Ghanaians should give you the go ahead or the green light. Say, one more will discontinue my case, discontinue those cases.
But so obey announce say what discontinue ABC and all my reasons why I want discontinue those cases. Please, is this the same thing?
Pacho, Nanu asem na make ho say. Pacho, what I say? Nanu asem. What say? Cases bia or ka ho asem bia why press conference I announce bia no. He has not affiliated political coloration to it.
Yeah.
And that Ophili said your person will be an so bagana for a bomb money. Na make say ube bogana for money so person ya dia. Ubo Ghana for money say Ghana for my home crime said the cases that were pending in court no discontinue them. And it is because they are from your party. A few party. So if you want to fight corruption, let us be seen. You see, that's why I keep saying that it is not about the wording or the issuance of statements across. It is about the actions and the demonstration of the actions. That is what would tell the people, say, this is the will. But I keep mentioning that there's this saying that talking, landing, walking took you. You are always saying one thing and then acting the other. And if you think you are an attorney general, I am our power. Attorney General, the own position in the constitution, the say President, they say, so you Attorney General. The rest of the other ministerial positions, President, with my Minister of Trade, with my Minister of Transport, with my Minister of Sanitation. But what the end of the constitution says, you. Into Uber, now actions be, yourself fight corruption. I'm all for it. Fight the corruption because you just can't ever buy all. But in fighting the corruption, don't come and pick and choose by discontinuing cases that is related to your brothers and sisters. To land for them to come in. I will hear to say, Obi to say Sadinam Tamakulu, for instance. In the case, you deal with by competent court of jurisdiction, you deal with you conclude at the in more in this for Mona Matoni General, ye when you see and Sama Oka. Mona Moya for Mona Mumia Bani said in Nam Tamakulu, Mona Munimba said Nam Tamakulu. As at now, the Attorney General is not having a press conference to tell us, say, Sikana Mamini Ria court to Casa Mamine Riano. Sikana Mamine fire court to Casa, on for dancing Niba Copecracy in free Abobushana Cantamantomara, a media dances over in Niscano. Munya Bar, modern mom to for so American on TV. One year, Margaret Samokofana, Abba Giscano. You are mentioning Ora and all those things. Ora Tikurum has said, okay, or Baufia, what the drones, let me land. For the drones value Diane. Was over down 1 million Ghana, you could get them. Said the name Tamaku, Ora Diana. It's more what you said the name Tamaku, before you begin to
ordinary. Kojoi, dear ma Ghana for dear Bakwa Ghana for shares of 2 Bama and pass a peasant mamma can say the fight corruption. Yeah. Eti Ghana for ni da so pa ne se wo mo fa kwati kwan so di o mani sika bo man di o mani ye ne no yanji sika no ne ye ma emra ne saafo ni eno na president mama gina so ka se me di bibi e friend ora godoi MPP niti ora pe wato nsuo and me hu de ko omuti ora pe na opopo bibi a jo se o te de oka ene ye di ora ba ye na as ora ye nipa and I want to I be a sua kaka imoto bibi. Utrimu fitanti ya monku. Edianti na mbi before slow orasa. Asamwa yeka no. Yes national service. Na national service na edemo koto ano no. Amafo ye adwuma omomo oman no. Na ye tu omoka bosome. Na mpanifo yakoye kaso bom. Asesa nipa mako 81,000 plus. Omo yen samafo. Ghana for the epa chere me say sa na ma obi busa me no azan goes name na e kan say. Te say wa kwa me krom nkasemu nkran krom. Na LA basic school. Ya fa nipa 5 and asa nipa 10 ye de omo say omo be national service ho no. Edu ko ho no nipa 10 na abehu omo. Ba nkra tamu ono. Yetua nipa in the accounts you say betua nipa 10 ho ba obekọ nkrata mu no na yetua nipa 50 and so on the field nipa 10 ho no wo mama kan na ye nsaman Ani abaya hwehwemu ahu se nipa mako 81,000 plus. Ghana sika boto over 548 million Ghana cedis kojo. 548 million Ghana cedis. Aye Tobotie. Ko kan go for bi bottom. Kojo yati krom ha na 51 million o. Woyome womo yetonum. 548 million Ghana cedis anya gojo. I was a coffee Ghana musicians na bom near Omoya album. Near Omoya album. So 51 million. And Amoya wo you me single na moto no more. Now say one agency alone Ghana ya 548 million Ghana cedis. I was a young musicians no kabum near your album. Elima MPP.
Okay.
And this halfway year babe prosecute two more. You don't make that comparative analysis. We are mind papa. Now, person keta se proye yentu asia bo president mama ne attorney general na baso si yetu salmon na mon we me ayi wo hwa charges ayi na my the roles are obia play ha yenu about gift worry omo si ono nko mastermind dey 9,934 ghost names nipa bako 9,934 ghost names and some are four.
These are all alleged.
That's all. No, no. At the end of the day, are causing financial loss to the state. Attorney General take it fast for you. Mummy, one about. And what I say, and you know, there are your friends a corruption scandals is what would you trade. Namonkwa, yes, a national cathedral, it's the return for that. $58 million. $58 million.
I said now.
And you want to Wasamba Nnawotre. What man so now walk where you Shemuna what prosecutor want me answer no? Was the Yaba and now your munipa. One Casau Casa say no very. When you if you want pay, would Jawanum a year dead Ghana for so. Yet the amount. About said in Tamako, Monquat, and OSP. OSP, but it what buying? And I would go and Ghana for so one jacket. It was what one to me, I know your bath and I hear nana and a dear man. That's 5 minutes old. No, it's 5 minutes.
GRNMA.
Just a little
yeah.
one. Yes.
Just a little one. Okay.
See a share nice for once and same year. Me who say we will be our choir sabia. Now who a juma a nice 4 year na. Now shank a cheer mojina. A idea enye. So we are NDs, we are MPP new. Say who will be a Wubishan nurse. And now medical doctor and I say who nimo be a crassa or me juma.
Okay.
A ketchum general noso. Me who say a buy be and shiny and chiomu because do na a quaman on it.
Thank you.
Doctor Phoebe Bray, a nurses for and you'll be a quasabi and yet a fit for never shame.
Okay.
Mati shiny and chiomuka.
Medasepa Manasa Azoria winning a investigative journalist Peter Mensa a deputy CEO for a PSC Tema Shipyard and a member of the MPP National Communications Team. Yeah, GRN means and some sona and no one on the two say on the parliament akosia parliament akasa omati enti omo strike no omo suspend yenhwe eba.
As nurses and midwives, we do not take delight in seeing our patients suffer. However, we cannot take good care of others when the system does not take good care of us. 3. The GRNMA is a non-partisan professional association and trade union and the holder of the collective bargaining certificate covering all nurses and midwives in Ghana. In its 65 years of existence, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association has never aligned with any political party in Ghana. Rather, it has worked with every government since 1960 in building a stronger and more resilient health system responsive to the health needs of Ghanaians, whilst at the same time, we representing the interests of nurses and midwives in matters related to their welfare and general working conditions. Considering all that has transpired from 2nd June 2025 in relation to the pleas of the good people of Ghana, pleas from our patients, and the timely intervention of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health, the leadership of the association wishes to state as follows. The engagement held with the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health and other interested parties on Thursday, 12 June 2025, was very fruitful and has paved the way for an amicable resolution of the impasse with our employer concerning the implementation.
And the president of a Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Mami Perpetua Nnawotwe audience and be tunja just after Koshia the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health. We're in studio, Philemon Japan, Assistant National PR for the association. Philemon, we have a call. Okay, the suspension, does it bring all to an end?
Not at all.
Okay.
Suspension, baby, I agree. I chance so kakra. Yeti number 1, Ghana for Sufe. Number 2, any day I want Parliamentary Select Committee on Health. Almost Sufe. And number 3, the courts, the legal system, the court injunction, National Labour Commission is secure on the strike. It's 3 issues. Now, teach you no Ghana for free because before say Parliament be free, ye meeting and anka ye boa ye ho say ye be make statements and then we call off. However, now ye members no engine too. Now more fee say abino must do something, the employer must do something.
Okay.
And I'm saying na say ye kokoti the Parliament in for so better. Honestly, the committee did very well. Omonya abotreti en kasa. Omutie kasa wie no. Omutu anamo. Na based on sa anamo na omutu ye no. NMI call. Yes, you are suspended.
Okay.
Awaiting your meeting I schedule no for 26th of June. In 2 weeks time. Now it's like 10 days time.
And the way suspension way is lasting just 10 days. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly so.
10 days.
26th, we are supposed to go have some final discussions, and then based on that,
Some more calling you off entirely, and I say, okay. Into we no more for me 10 days. I'm ready your members to Baba catch them. But and you more bang more stress ye be answer more who say we in the and ya the strike you.
Okay, could you osha your conditions of service and say you didn't want bobo and a man for 9 and men copy say me starting
yeah.
But when him say your book and research allowance.
Yeah, I mean him say you be a critical mamu.
Book and research allowance na comma you know no more ya chef.
Yeah.
More nursing training institutions. More co-equals and more colleagues, you know, they are enjoying those allowances already. If he say, when you mama but they are just a small fraction of our people. We are 900 and qualify for this allowance. Now, I cost strike and nipa 120,000 I strike, you know. If you say, nipa 900 book and research allowance. I bet toy akuma mu say nka eni nyina embrejuma enya de be say ni
but someone so na mo share if you know somewhere
oh say ade ne 8 ma boba akope ma boba akope in fact emu about 4 and they are discussing say you be 200 among within that 26
so 4 numbers me ho no
yene parliamentary select committee si gina say ye betwentwen ne we bi so ye kasa bi so enti mini hu akonya say me de tudwa fa chem me yesa na manfa omo asem ana say because omo nso nsem bebre omo kan ya they don't we don't expect them so omo so they be kwa kotudwa
but that book and research allowance na come on to am cause strike one gas one was say for 900 people per and it's 900 people mu gina no so e cause strike eboa
oh kojo ka me bo 8 ni nyina me bo book and research allowance uniform allowance fuel allowance non-basic of 8%, on-call facilitated allowance of 5%, rural incentive allowance 13th month, and then the continuous professional development support. So I'm 80, 80 near cost strike, 80 in a year. And yes, a book and research allowance, 80 near share. Yes, she say, yes, sign 80 and negotiate for 80 in.
Okay.
You can't take out any of the components. Say we the yen ye hojuma. Oh yes, ana. Oh break a family crew. Meaning said they making a task. Ebi a wash book and research allowance. And no wash a teacher for. One here rural incentive allowance. Or more rural areas. No bro mo crew. One here on call. On call no ye. Say yes emergency. Ye free. Nurse for more emergency units. Accident BSc, you from more emergency nurses. Baby will be so Jim Crow BJ, no waba. Ye wo ophthalmic nurses, or more mosheni. So upon wa coffee na obidi any problem about and you may be 9 p.m. cry. Or best the chair of abbation. Ye wo ENT for more ear, nose and throat nurses or more. Sir, specialized training for you. Makumako, I hold 17 of them. Now, I know my numbers in endorse because of what BB to say critical care nurse. Or intensive care unit. So, for no problem, but is ya yasu nase. Yes, a referral. To say be a nipano na yari ni mo edempa na yes a referral. So, critical care nurses for no. Omo hwe saa fo no nti wo kọ omo unit a de bia na monitor so machines pen like nurse do tun say na so shepa na one of the critical care nurses no or catch me say or dakra sometimes what say machines no airborne assume because the omo mean that deep they have to always be very sensitive to the call say na be patient no hon touch ma. Sa critical staff they are due on call. And more a midwife or CHIPS compound and our health center and our even what district hospital. Sa for no so or wapon coffee cry it's me friend obi bewo omoko clinic or acquire a child welfare clinic or acquire no bibia ewie wabafi but still near fresh oh emergency aba mass casualty aba bibisa na eso mu nyina nti o ha generally na kan nurse fo nyina on call at some point in time but I'm say employer no fee say ontimi mfa maye nyina general no we prioritize or more ideally after the normal 8 hours schedule no yeah oba be adwuma no
but international government ohu Ghana yesika yewo any challenges say oh misremo mo mayen fan kon next year but mo say mo nyada when munnim sika Ghana wo
kojo yenim sika Ghana wo na de tiene say me na oti he laptop yi wo na ye de amount na sa me de na ye iPad na se ye de mami asumdwe ba ebi aminia ya o chinchima fidi ne de no enye iPhone po ebi ye Tecno na ese de ma no ne de ewo mu no ye de Tekno ni man yama laptop yama me iPad asumdwe wo ho nanso yama iPad yama laptop but ono ne Tekno no de anka ebe kase bia enye kuntan bia sa se amfa ma na asumdwe ma because ono so ne de wo in 2024 unions ahodo health sector ni na koye negotiation into obi akwa ye de ne de ma no we de te say de mfato ho na me ye no empo na me ye mfato ho bi last time say ye conditions of service na ye negotiate no o he afoforo no bebre ekope o he omo de awotama o de toto ye de no because ye koye negotiation first and sana dodo na follow o he sa na me bia na ya sign e de amom
okay
na ya sign 8 ya kan o hwe ni pani de 8 ni nyina bi wom ya sign ama no and ya sign ye implementation ama no
na omo implementation started that time
it started 2024
exactly some more de mo court
yes ye de na court na court no does it take away the budget does it take away negotiation na ya na
but 2024 was a different government every government need a priorities
and NDC and MPP na enyo
yes but government biane bebia na nisi ne new person
so you are saying this to say that NDC doesn't prioritize
no that's what I'm saying the Americans say waka kire say ye buy and ye buy for fry yaba ne awde abre would put some 2 billion cedis or so to your budget no e be destabilize nyoma se moment court and I started implementation in 2024 it would have continued but moko court
na no enye the same person na yina yeko yi photo film dey budget
yes.
is it not coming from the consolidated
but different periods different challenges
the same kind of people the same Ghanaians
understandable
the same people
but
the
challenges
same
are different
the challenges can be different but Ghanaians and it will be very unfair say me Ghana ni we Ghana ni NDC aba enti ohun hia biem
dabi onka so ohun hia
oh me kan wasem me to hey obi ani me political affiliation
yes
for you know I'm even an NDC person it is not important whether we NDC or MPP it is also not important whether it is MPP in power or NDC in power
yeah
what we deal with is employer. Into say what I kasa mu ne and discussion mu nyina no dodo na ye kasa employer because a ministry of health and ye dey ya so de be kwakobom a ministry na said yes so may discussion on our conditions of service no mu ye wi a omo ne finance akasa no mo tu ho anamo
okay
fair wages is an independent arbiter for the employer for government. Into fair wages no ye intem gina for nti from fair wages. Fair means they esawo no ye de be ma unya dodo a wo pe but at least they kakra na obetimi no nti say ye negotiation ni wia they edi ni implementation so it doesn't matter whether it's party A or party B because it is assumed say fair wages is acting in the interest of the government and then the citizens or the workers.
Okay.
Into a notion that a new government and the
FM
yeah they no yeah Juma then we will now begin to ask questions say so the new government doesn't cherish or prioritize the needs of nurses and midwives in this country anymore. We don't see their work in me feel say it is very relevant and realistic. Okay. Say if this is what is fair and what they have negotiated for, into one amount, na yemfa enye juma.
Okay.
Say move feel say more priorities. There are a few priorities on the list, and because of that, we cannot accommodate 8 in the budget.
Monye bi momo.
So from what you're saying, immediately no.
So we see members and say omo nji ntumu say mo call you for members and shall say bio.
After the 26th. Of course, our members are the reason why we are here.
Despite the agreement with the Parliamentary Select Committee, members in Monkwa, Mobekobio.
Sanuntini Yankita, Yedinkita. A needy in a dear mom. And a members in Sundimi say they are the people's representative. Or her majority leader named Pesoasono, Nessus Bibro, minority leader, Nessus, or her ranking member, Nessus Bibro. And even the select committee, it's not about NDC or MPP. In fact, the chairman for the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health, in the beginning of the meeting, my engineer said, any politics, any NDC, any MPP. And no political party should take center stage in this. It's health issue. Into a no call, no crop, a agreement, any other stakeholders, I mean, yet once to say we are dealing with a precarious situation. Yen to me find your politics. Yen shena assembly the yenka.
Okay.
And I enjoyed that posture from the chairman and even from the entire team. Instead, enam santi yeto yebo from beginning the presentation, what went on, what were the lapses.
Okay.
And ye had lapses now. It is not from us.
And tomorrow the implementation may be saved.
Implementation will save the situation.
Okay, all right, you. Benjamin Nnawotwe on Facebook said, please stop calling the other unions breakaway groups. They are duly registered labor unions. This disrespect and bullying would help the nursing fraternity. Obian cancer or hantin de mayen fansha on a yenko. Patients in Yatua say a semo a yezu. I kiss me say happy Father's Day to Elder Moses Kofi. You are a pillar of strength, wisdom, and love. Wishing you a day filled with joy, appreciation, and celebration. May your family and community continue to benefit from your guidance and care. Regards to your wife Felicia Kofi, I kiss me in a debate. On that note, me a happy Father's Day in advance. Ochina year. And to more our fathers, I'm saying, a happy Father's Day to you in advance. To your general manager of Abu. Happy Father's Day to you, of AC. Happy Father's Day to you, Wala. Happy Father's Day to you. Na me yamo bekra wa andai. Happy Father's Day to Bazabamua. Nyamana mazai ijirabe na dubo wanu. Nyami adumwa ya bazan share na watu ya day anime. Good morning.